If this thing can show, there we go. There we go. Hello and good morning. Sorry I ended it like that last night. I was getting tired. Eepy. Now today, we get to tell Furious about the truth of Avalon. I didn't. Oh, I didn't turn off my one. Who cares? It's not affecting. Fergus.
Didn't expect us.
I discovered something you need to know.
Oh, really? And here I thought the Horns of the South had no secrets left to hide from me. But go ahead. Surprise me.
Sewell's tomb has a hidden entrance, so you can meet him there.
Have I ever mentioned I'm not a big fan of your sense of humor? Now, tell me what you really want, or walk away. In silence, preferably.
It's true. Merlin experimented on Sewell, so he never died.
This isn't funny. I'm no Galahad, burning people at the stake for heresy, but I don't appreciate this kind of behavior either. Still, judging by the look on your face, you actually believe you stumbled onto something important. All right then. I'll go and check it out. See what's got you so worked up. It might even be nice to get out of here for a change. I saw what you wanted me to see. We need to talk. Honestly, I'm not sure what to think. Everything I believed has been seriously challenged. I need some time to get used to it. Why did you show this to me? Because it could be that I'd be better off not knowing. What they did to Sewell is unthinkable and absolutely unforgivable. What will the other keepers say? What will happen to the Horns of the South? And what about Camelot? Everything we believed was a lie.
What you believed and what you did with what that belief is are two entirely different things.
You're right. In the end, it doesn't matter what Camelot was back then. What matters is what we are now. And we did everything in our power to keep the South safe. And to keep our lighthouse on through every storm. But this will be the end of the Horns of the South. No young man will join our ranks when hundreds of years of our history are gurgling down the drain.
You can create a new myth.
Any ideas?
You're the fortress that stood against Camelot's corruption and got rid of Galahad.
It sounds better than the alternative. That we're a bunch of fools believing in children's fables of knightly honor, valor, and purity. And we'll have to give everyone some hope to cling to after the truth about Sewell comes out. All right. I assume Brandon put you up to this, so you can go and congratulate him. He won. I'll support this case, if only for the safety and well-being of our boys. I don't have to like it one bit, but I can try to make it easier for the garrison.
Got it. I'm glad to know we have your full cooperation against this. Against. I have the King of Camelot in my head, and he calls me stud muff lazily. I have a Terrence Rockstar in my head, and he calls me stud muff lazily. You can basically just use that with anything now. With Cortana, Johnny Silverhand, Arthur Pendragon. Hey, Captain.
Ah, you're back. So, what news do you bring? Did you talk to Feargas?
Fergus saw Duel's tomb. He seems pretty shaken.
Good. Just as I expected. I do feel for the boy. He really loved Camelot. Probably the last truly loyal keeper. But he had to know the truth. I knew his honor wouldn't let him hide it from the others in the Horns. Nicely done.
But now?
Now, I'll get one eye. And together we'll go to the Horns with the good news. Not everyone will be happy about it. Well, that's for me to deal with. Those who don't support us will be released from their oath, and I'll ensure they're safe until they leave the south. After that, whatever they choose to do is up to them.
Let's go.
Brothers, today marks a new chapter in the history of the Horn to the south. Today, we put an end to fear and poverty. I understand your pain. I know you feel helpless in the face of the looming terror of the weirdness. Camelot has abandoned us, brothers. For years, they've given us no aid. All they do is take our resources, send us to senseless slaughter, and keep us in the dark. Camelot doesn't see us as equals. They've forgotten Seawall Firstfoot's legacy and the promise King Arthur made to us. We were meant to stand as equals. We were meant to be just as powerful as them. And all this time, do you know what they've done to the founder of the Horns of the South? For over 600 years, Seawall has been alive, forgotten by King Arthur and all of Camelot. You don't have to take my word for it. Seawall's tomb is open. Go and see for yourselves. I say, enough. Enough of being fed a rotten myth that turned out to be one great lie. We swore loyalty to the torturers of one of the noblest knights to ever walk Avalon. I say, enough. We will no longer honor an oath made to dishonorable people. We won't let ourselves be exploited any longer. But, my brothers, I bring news. Galahad the Pure, the same Galahad who threatened to burn half our garrison at the stake, is dead. Galahad's death is our chance to break free from Camelot. Enough lies. No more risking everything for those who only know how to take. You're probably wondering, how can we protect the South on our own? How can we defend ourselves when Camelot comes to reclaim their slaves? Yes, that's what we are to them. I know the lockdown of the fortress surprised you, and for that, I truly apologize, but it was necessary to keep you from attacking our new allies, the Del Rita tribes, led by One Eye.
I know, my brothers, I know. This must be a shock, especially since I didn't share my plans with you earlier. But hear me out. Thanks to this alliance between the Orns of the South and the Dalriada tribes, we are securing the safety of the South and our independence from Camelot.
The tribes will provide us with the military support our depleted ranks desperately need. The tribes will help us rid the South of the bandits who've plagued our people for years. Together, we'll share knowledge and resources to ensure a better future for all Southerners.
We will not drain your resources. In fact, we'll replenish your armories and fill your pantries. We'll stand together, fighting side by side to bring peace and order back to the South. In return, all we ask is your loyalty. If you see a brother from the Dalriada fight in the Camelotian, stand with our brother. That's all.
Of course, if anyone isn't in favor of this alliance, you have the right to leave the service. I declare a new era for the Horns of the South. Those who don't wish to help build this future are released from their oaths. To those who choose to stay, I promise a good life, and you won't face any more threats. Now, brothers, return to your duties and rest easy. The Horns of the South will endure, and soon we'll be stronger than ever before.
Okay then. It's Excalibur.
This feeling, it was so strong, so real. I remember now, the weight of it, the power. This blade was never just steel. It was a part of me.
So Excalibur holds a piece of your sword? Soul?
Yes, the sensation is unmistakable, but it carries more than my soul. It carries a part of my legacy.
Why can't I draw the sword?
A sword like that, it doesn't yield easily. It demands strength of body and of will. You'll need to grow stronger before it will choose you.
He can't pull the sword out. Damn. I... Okay, I'll just do
This, this. Yes, the sensation is unmistakable, but it carries more than my soul. It carries a part of my legacy. You'll...
Okay. Okay. And everything you ask of my turn.
An honest matter. What do you need?
I'm here for Excalibur.
Ah, right. See, the problem with Excalibur, or indeed any of King Arthur's blades, is that you need to prove you're worthy of wielding it. How are you supposed to do that? Hell knows. But if the pin that secured your entry to the Horns has led you here, I think I know what the one who gave it to you might have been thinking.
What do you mean?
You see, there are many different legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself worthy, whatever that means. And one of those places, as you can probably guess, is nearby. Have you seen the old gong in the sunken village? Well, many years ago, when people still went to the woods for a shit instead of using a privy, it was part of a certain ritual. Only the people who passed the ritual could become keepers.
And what does this ritual involve?
Well, none of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens during the ritual. That's why Galahad now appoints keepers and the captain chooses them. It's just safer that way. I only know that you need to sound the gong and then lie down to sleep at its base. If you wake up, I mean, when you wake up again in the morning, you'll know you've been deemed worthy. Unfortunately, the gong is broken, so first, you'll need to find a way to fix it. And since it's made of weird steel, that's not going to be easy, is it?
Fuck.
Fortunately, Oshbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me he likes to play with weird steel when nobody's looking. Just tell him I sent you, and he won't give you any trouble.
Okay then. If I wake up.
Well, I'm not going to lie. From what I've heard, many people never woke up. They fell into eternal slumber, so well, that's why we abandoned the tradition. And those who woke up were changed, and none of them ever wanted to say exactly what happened there.
What if it doesn't work?
Then you'll have to find someone smarter than me, because I already told you everything I know.
If all those recruits were worthy, why did none of them try wielding Excalibur?
Of course they tried. It turns out that the keepers who passed the ritual could hold it longer than anyone else. Maybe it'll be enough for what you need, and maybe something entirely different will happen. It's your risk and your decision.
Got it.
Go, and may the southern wind be in your favor. If you need anything from the old captain, you know where to find me.
Level 20. Let's go, baby. Just the fucking museum. This will be mine. Will be mine. Tell me about Excalibur.
It's more than a sword. It's a promise. A blade that stands for unity, for strength, and for hope. It wasn't just mine. It belonged to Avalon. Every swing, every battle was fought for the land and its people. But Excalibur is also a burden. It demands more than just skill. It demands purpose. Without that, then it is just steel.
Look at my screenshot.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Oh, Spirit. There's ancient gong in the sunken village. Can you fix it?
Why would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is? Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust, They must have had a good reason for it.
I need to repair it to become a keeper.
Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe. Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing since I could swing a hammer. It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to generation. Nothing fancy, just good old blacksmithing. And obviously, though, you'd have to bring me a couple things so that I can actually do it.
Whoa.
Please, state your business. Do you keep...
He needs broken gong, but I already have these. I have to go get that. Okay then.
So the bitch understood the meaning, yes? Congrats. Though it's necessary. The rest.
Jackass.
Ah, that's you. Play. Sometimes it's nice to just sit and think. Sometimes it's nice to just sit and think.
Oh.
You lost, or what?
Oh, I guess I'm finding crates. Where is it? Where's King's Road?
Hold your ground, men.
There we go.
Remain vigilant.
This is my luck. I'll get you back.
There you go. Here we go. Wait, I have a home? I have a home in the village? I found this set of clothes.
Let me see. Not entirely dreadful. The fabric is almost decent, although the cut is terribly outdated. Whoever wore this must have been near destitute, or just stole it off someone else's corpse, I suppose. Regardless, it presents a fascinating challenge. Thank you for this. Here, A token for your troubles.
No need, I'm doing this to help you.
Oh, you. That's terribly kind of you, truly. But I simply cannot accept it. You are, after all, most likely risking your life to get these for me. Or, well, if not your life, then at least your health and personal hygiene, I suppose. So, regardless of your feelings on the matter, I insist on compensating you adequately. But still, thank you. Very well, off you go then.
Going bad? Need freight so Grail. I have to go north.
You look like a worldly, well-travelled person. I'm not wrong, am I? Of course I'm not. Tell me, would you be interested in some incredibly rare, mysterious and precious items? Then let me introduce you to a one-of-a-kind collection of Arthurian relics. I assure you, you won't see anything like this anywhere else on Avalon. Here's an authentic Four-Dweller's tooth. And look, a bone from Sir Galahad's little finger. And over here, a fragment of a foot wrap worn by King Arthur himself, along with many other riches.
Gale from the Green Knight's armor.
Hello again.
This one, well, thank you.
Yes? What about him? Well, to be perfectly honest, I believe I do. I never anticipated that I would, but his absence does indeed bother me sometimes. You know, I always thought we lived rather separate lives, yet now I sense a certain emptiness around me at times. I find it Quite unnerving, I must say.
Perhaps you loved him more than you realized?
Gods, no. At least, I don't believe so. He was a respectable husband, certainly. But, well, love and marriage are two distinctly separate matters, and only one holds value for a woman in my position.
So you've never been in love?
Whatever for? I recall a cousin of mine, utterly smitten with a stable hand. Yes, it's just as cliché as it sounds. She attempted to elope with him, the naive fool. They were apprehended almost immediately. He met a tragic end, and she lost all prospects of a respectable union. So, you see, love has always seemed a dreadful hassle to me.
I have another garment for you.
Splendid! This piece is indeed intriguing. Although, I must confess, I was secretly hoping for something with a bit more flair. All my current designs feel tragically mundane, and I've nothing in the house I could use to adorn them.
Don't you have any gear that could be repurposed? What kind of adornments are you thinking about?
Well, given that we're in the South, it may sound somewhat trite, but I have developed quite a fondness for marine-inspired motifs. I could start with some seashells, perhaps. Not too many, perhaps 12 or so. I'm not certain yet. I'll need to give it more thought.
You ever miss your life back in Camelot?
Surprisingly, no. I thought I would miss the parties, the bustling social scene, my family. But I don't, not really. Camelot was always so stifling. I hardly had a moment to myself. I feared the quiet and isolation here might unnerve me. Yet it's been quite the contrary. Moreover, I found our conversations, albeit brief, to be far more sincere than years of superficial chatter with my so-called friends.
I like talking with you too.
Oh, well, that's delightful to hear. I would be quite dismayed to think my company was boring you, or worse, that you possessed such lamentable taste as to think so.
You know, I thought living here wouldn't be exciting enough for you.
Oh, trust me, I find plenty of excitement here. The creative kind, of course. Since, well, truth be told, I hardly ever leave the house. It's starting to feel rather stifling, but I haven't yet mustered the courage to go outside and explore.
Seashells. Oh! Oh! This is a romance, isn't it? I'm romancing her, aren't I? What do you have like? This is some good combat music, by the way. Music's nice. more. Okay, I'm just gonna go over here and see if there's any more drowned over here. One more, just one more. One more seashell. Hey, person.
So much for a secluded cave keeping visitors away. Seems like there's no one on this island to hide in peace. Oh well, since you're here, I have an important question.
Back.
Do you have any food?
My man's here. Who are you?
I promise to answer all of your questions, no matter how annoying or asinine they might be. But first, do you have any food?
True.
Oh dear. Yes, food. That stuff you put in your mouth to make sure your body doesn't wither and die, you know? Fish, meat, vegetables, bread. Oh, some bread would be especially nice. But I'll take anything, really.
I know what food. Can't catch yourself a fish.
No, I cannot. My doctrine forbids me from killing any living being, even one as mindless and insignificant as a fish. Or that of an annoying trespasser who won't stop tormenting a starving man with inane questions.
Oh, you don't have anything.
Nothing. Really, not even an apple. Huh. Is there any chance you could bring me something? Preferably something already cooked. Well, not overly... Good.
I'm not helping them. One winning drum. Actually, lock his chest.
You? I'm not.
Shut up.
Oh! What do you... Then... How if so...
I do not care. You're not gonna sell me anything to eat. I do not care. It's always gonna be too quiet. Deal with it. And here we go. Up to the water. Zombie. Alyssa, I'm home. No clothes today, but I found something else you might like.
Ah, the seashells. Thank you. You know, this might be the most humble gift I've ever received, but it could also be the most precious. Truthfully, I was somewhat skeptical of whether you were actually listening to my ramblings.
I always listen to you, Alyssa.
And for that, I am deeply grateful. I've always had the impression that Duncan became rather weary of my endless babble. Though, upon reflection, I confess I found his conversations equally tiresome. I'm sorry to cut this visit short, but there is something I simply must attend to as soon as possible. But I'd really love it if you visited again soon.
We'd go somewhere together. I'll protect you.
Oh, that sounds delightful. Just make sure it's somewhere picturesque, hmm? The South is supposed to be famous for its breathtaking landscapes. But so far, the only thing that's taken my breath away is the smell of fish. Oh, I know. When we came here with Duncan, I noticed a lovely little terrace overlooking the sea. We could go there, make it a proper outing. Maybe a picnic. That sounds charmingly provincial, doesn't it? Oh, I can't wait. Please, let me know when you're ready to set out.
Eastside Pavilion. that. I have to build that. Which 5 wood. Okay, just 5. Here we have 5.
Nothing bad today.
Ooh. My hand just cracked. There we go. We're prepared for our outing. Do you have time?
Absolutely. I've longed to leave these 4 walls. I am terribly curious about where you have chosen to take me. Let's depart. I wish to waste no more time in waiting. Ah, this is quite an endearing spot, albeit rather windy, and the decor leaves much to be desired. I must confess that ghastly statue had entirely escaped my memory until now. Now, what shall we talk about? You know almost everything there is to know about me, and yet I hardly know anything about your life. Tell me, have you always been a mercenary?
I'm not a mercenary. People just keep asking me to do things. I wanted to be a soldier.
Well, you do have a strong presence. An officer's role would have been a commendable pursuit. My grandfather, a legate in the Camelot army, always complained about the recruits being weaklings. Yet, I suspect he would have been rather satisfied with you. However, he was also very fond of yelling, and seldom entertained the opinions of others. If those are qualities every officer must possess, then permit me to express my relief at your alternate path.
A good officer should always be open to it.
Are you insinuating that my grandfather failed in his duties? Well, you would be correct. He was dispatched to suppress a rebellion and vanished, never to return. Rumors swirled that he met his end at the hand of his own troops. It might have been nothing but hearsay, yet... well, Let's just say I wouldn't be surprised.
You don't seem very fond of your grandfather.
He was a terrifying man. Every time he visited, I would excuse myself to hide in my rooms. Huh, but look at us, drifting back to my favorite subject, me. Although I relish discussing myself, today is meant to be about you. But first, Now, I must admit, I've been positively aching with anticipation to delve into the tales of your exhilarating escapades. Your life appears so fabulously thrilling. So, do tell me, what's the most exciting thing that has happened to you recently?
Of course, it was meaning you, Alyssa.
Oh, you flatterer. That's rather obvious, isn't it? No. Tell me about some of your real adventures, if you don't mind. Have you encountered any other captivating individuals?
I met a Pictish witch. She had horns.
Horns, you say? How utterly fascinating. I imagine styling her hair must be a nightmare. On the other hand, just think of the possibilities for jewelry designed specifically for horns. Do you suppose all Picts are like that, or was she unique?
From what she told me, it's a nightmare, and she has to wear head wraps even though she hates.
Oh, that poor dear. I can only imagine. If I ever had the chance to meet her, I am certain I would offer her some fabulous advice on styling head wraps. The Picts sound utterly fascinating. You must tell me all about her one day.
Oh, so are you saying you like to spend more time with me?
Don't be coy, darling. You should know by now that I rarely do anything for which I have no patience or desire. Besides, the evenings here are indeed rather slow, so the prospect of your delightful company to enliven them is most welcome. Now, I've had a lovely time, but it's getting late, and I'd rather not be caught by nightfall on my way home. I do hope we can do this again sometime.
It was fun. There you are.
Oh, you've arrived. Marvelous. I must confess, I've been eagerly awaiting your next visit. Today, I have crafted something quite special just for you. Here, behold my very first creation, expressly designed just for you.
Were you supposed to send your first work to Camelot?
Well, yes, but not this one, my dear. This one is extraordinary, and not exactly fitting for the court, since, as you very well know, it was sewn together from rags. Nevertheless, I'm confident it will look splendid on you. Besides, I designed it to be practical as well as striking, so it should serve you well on your travels.
Listen, is this a courting gift?
Oh, my dear, I'm so terribly sorry, but whatever gave you that notion? It is merely a token of my gratitude. You've been so incredibly supportive, and while I am fond of you, it is not in the romantic sense. Surely you weren't under that impression.
You've been so incredibly supportive and one of you. No, of course not.
Oh, what a relief. I would hate to think that I might have unintentionally led you astray. Now, I hope it will serve you well. And should anyone ask about the designer, feel free to send them my way. Welcome, my dear.
Okay. I just need to go get the... Wait. Oh wait, am I supposed to go in here? Yes, I am. Well?
Oh, a wanderer in the sunken village. You must be lost. Back in the day, you just needed to look at the stars and you'd know where you were going. Now, even they are misplaced.
Haven't we met before? We were both prisoners on this island asylum.
Island asylum? I don't remember being there, not clearly. But when I look at your face, something stirs. Yes, I'm sure we've crossed paths before. And look at you now, out in the world, breathing the fresh air. That's something to treasure, my friend. Freedom is a gift, even when it feels heavy. Enjoy it.
Who are you?
I guess I'm just an old man listening to the sound of the sea. Every wave carries a story, you know. Some are whispers, others are roars. I like to think they're keeping me company. Long ago, I decided to wait for something to happen. So I'm waiting.
Waiting for what?
For what's ahead of me. But I can feel that it's closer than ever. Everything that's around us, it's not yet the end. And that thought really bothers me.
Monsters here don't attack you?
Monsters? I think you misunderstand. I don't see any monsters here. Only lost villagers, still clinging to their home. It's sad, but as you can see, not much depends on us. The world just keeps on happening, and you happen along with it. They were given some time which they've tried to use as much as they could. That's all. I'm glad they allow me to stay here despite what happened. I like this place.
You're not afraid of this place?
It's the cycle of life. There's nothing to be afraid of. If you're afraid, it means you're struggling with something too much, my friend. Sometimes you just need to sit and look. Watch everything turn.
You need anything?
I have everything I need.
Yeah, you're boring to speak to. Just myself.
I understand. I see you. I hear you. And I have a feeling that you will find what you're looking for. Farewell. And thank you for visiting me, my friend. You can come keep me company whenever you want. The sunsets here are beautiful.
Just another peaceful moment.
I have what you wanted and want to fix the gong. Use your ethereal cobwebs and the broken gong.
How did you, Oh, forget it. I don't even want to know. Just give me a moment. Here. That should do it. Do whatever you need to, if you're really sure about this. But please try to come back alive.
Is there anything I should know?
I have nothing to tell you. I could try to talk you out of it, but I'm guessing that wouldn't work.
Was this gong already here in your time?
Perhaps. I cannot say for certain. My memory remains too clouded. It seems familiar. I do not feel my soul bound to it, but I know our path shall lead us here, one way or another. Something lingers beyond this gate. Something ancient. That much I know. We'll find the truth soon enough.
Now to actually go finish fucking quest. Oh man. He's gone. I'll see. You guys nothing. Oh my god. Am I in a monster? The fuck happened? Cthulhu? Who the Oh god.
Who dares disturb my peace? You made an oath never to summon me again.
Forgive me, my lord. I want to be deemed worthy to touch the Excalibur.
Excalibur? Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
You?
It seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him. Welcome, old friend. I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me. That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form. Where should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory, yet I don't know how. Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone, not even one as great as King Arthur. Yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend. Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength. Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur. Thank you, my friend. And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the King's service.
You are worthy of a place among the keepers of the South. Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself. And when you reach your journey's end, I trust you will make the right choice.
So I guess I can touch a Excalibur. Okay, Arthur, let's talk. You and the Lord of the Seas, you seem close.
Yes, it seems we knew each other well during the war. And this proves that I sought allies beyond our own forces. And I trusted him enough to carry the knowledge of Excalibur. This must count for something.
Save. Save. I'm gonna save. Okay, this hurts. This hurts. This hurts. So I can't pull out the sword. Yeah, it's doing that much damage. Okay. Did it!
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command.
Find the soul to the stone.
I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
Okay, now I can speak to Arthur again, I guess.
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Four Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom, for Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for this.
They volunteered to save our kingdom, and you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
A different way. That will take time, and resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you. If we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
These cutscenes are out of sync. You want to explain yourself? What do you remember about Merlin?
Merlin saw Avalon for what it was long before the rest of us. He told me that Tintagel wouldn't hold, not forever. That the weirdness would gnaw at our walls, at our minds, at our very bones, until nothing human remained. But he still fought to map a way forward, to carve some sense into this land. And in the end, the land swallowed him whole anyway.
How did he die?
We were losing the battle at Tuathan's mouth. Our last push before the weirdness took the field. Merlin was with us, bleeding, exhausted, but still weaving his spells. Then it came. Not a beast, not a man, not something we ever had words for. A shadow wearing 1,000 torn banners, moving like it had no shape of its own. Merlin raised his staff, spoke a name I didn't recognize. And then he was gone. Not killed, not struck down, just gone. Like the land itself had taken him back. Now, I remember.
So you knew all about it.
Before you judge me, it all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do. It wasn't back then, and you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war, and wars aren't won with wishful thinking. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really turn the tide in our favor.
You really think that experiment was justified?
Justified? No. Justification is for those who have the luxury of doubt. And I had a kingdom to save. They were brave men who volunteered their lives, just as they did every time we rode onto the battlefield. The difference was that if Merlin succeeded, one man's sacrifice could have saved us all, could have ended the war before more blood was spilled. If sacrificing a few meant the survival of all, then there was no choice at all. Maybe they never saw justice. Maybe their real stories were erased from history. Call it cruelty. Call it madness. But if I'd done nothing, there would be no Avalon left to argue over. But the kingdom still stands. The people live. And that has to mean something.
So what did he come up with to win the war? No, wait. You agreed to lie to your people about your role in all of this.
I did. But this wasn't about pride. It wasn't about saving face. It was about survival. The truth about all this would have broken my people. I couldn't allow that. And a king doesn't get to flinch. If that meant carrying the weight alone, so be it. I would make that choice again if I had to.
So what did he come up with to win the war?
I told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting on the Four Dwellers, the enemy. If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them, wasn't that their own doing? Wasn't that fair? So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something we could wield. I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he did.
What?
He found a way to make me stronger. Stronger than any man had the right to be. It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older. A force that reshaped me. And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed stopped. The banners were raised. And the kingdom stood safe.
Does victory erase the price you paid for it?
That's the question, isn't it? I keep thinking about Seawall. He was ready to pay the ultimate price for what we were fighting for. And I thought he did. I grieved him. Told myself his sacrifice had meaning, that he had given his life for Avalon. And now, after all these years, finding him like this, I told myself I carried the weight of my choices. But seeing him, I wonder if I ever truly did.
Jesus Christ, Arthur. Why did you leave Excalibur at the Horns of the South?
It was supposed to be a reminder. The sword was never just steel. It was a symbol of what we stood for. Strength, justice, the will to carve a path forward. A weapon, yes, but also a promise. I wanted them to remember, to fight for those ideals, to uphold them, even when I was gone, even when there was no king left to lead them.
Let's get out of here so I can start picking up Excalibur.
You've got that look again, like you've seen something you wish you hadn't. Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right? What did it show you this time?
Merlin and Arthur talking about aging experiments.
Merlin. Ah, Merlin and his obsession with the weirdness. The king thought it could save us. Merlin thought it could be controlled. Together, they were willing to tear the world apart to win.
You know more than you're letting on. Can you start making sense?
I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea. Immortality. Me and Seawall, the king's loyal pawns. Used and discarded when they found a better way. When they decided to go even deeper into their madness and turn our king into a monster.
Why didn't you fight back?
Fight back? Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight gods when you're just a pawn on their board. You endure. You wait. And when the time comes, you either break, or you're left to clean up their mess. That's what I do. What I've always done.
Did Arthur know what was happening?
Even if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win. And desperation doesn't leave room for conscience. Every scream, every scar. Even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving it.
Give me a minute. Chair seat keeps falling. It broke off, so I have to put my chair seat up against the bar. Actually good for my lower back. Holy crap. You didn't end like Sewell.
Seawall was Merlin's first attempt. I was the last. We could say I was lucky, but to say that would take a truly macabre sense of humor, don't you think?
You mean clean up their mess?
The monsters, the weirdness, the chaos. All of it leads back to them. We're left in the ruins of their grand plans, trying to uphold their ideals, fighting for what never was. It's time to bury all these fairy tales in a well-deserved grave. And that's what I do.
I assume you still want something from me?
You've seen what they did. What he did. And that's not the end of the story. It's not the extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his madness will all return. And when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you or step over you. The choice is yours. Just remember that when that happens, and you stand by his side, there won't be room for both of you.
If I'm going to fix this, I need to know where to start.
Start? You've already started. But if you want the next piece, head to Kunacht. The menhir there is failing. The weirdness swallowing what's left of the village. You will need to find another artifact. The shield our king gave to Palamedes. He was one of the king's finest. A voice of reason amidst the madness. But it didn't save him or his legacy from what they had coming. Find the shield. And then, well, we will meet again. We'll see if your perspective changes.
Can I pull out Excalibur though? The fuck? Oh come on, don't tell me I can't touch Excalibur and take it with. Oh, the shield upon me. Good knocked over. Cold. I'm just gonna keep running. I'm just gonna keep running. I don't care about these red caps. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Focus on it. Oh, it's another region? Nope, I'm not finding you. My weapon away, and I'm running. Into the next town. Dead. I gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Yeah. Switch down there. Gotta hurry. Fuck. They're trying to kill me. Oh boy. Well, I'm not being a pussy, I just don't want to fight right now.
Hold your ground, men. Beg for mercy. This but a scrap.
I guess that's Camelot over there. My fucking head. I might pick that up, holy crap.
Don't even say that. Someone comes, lights them in here, and then dies on all watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Help him up, Ansem.
Weapon.
Welcome to my home. Quite a scene unfolded at the men here, with you at the heart of it. I can't decide if I'm more delighted or surprised. What was it that made the men here react to you?
I carry King Arthur within.
I see. You have a habit of not taking things seriously, don't you? But this is no trivial matter, so I demand respect. Come now, you must have a theory.
Yeah.
The local men here have been rather lifeless for quite some time. Then you come along, breathe life into what was dead, and, whether you meant to or not, alter the course of our history. That's how I see it anyway. Tell me, do you know what this menhir represents?
The statues that ward off the wind, yes. Merlin built them.
So they say. The menhirs were raised by Merlin to ward off the ancient mists that burst monsters beyond human comprehension. But none of this matters in our current situation. Here, the menhir represents something more. For some, it's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Quornoct, my subjects, can face any challenge, even at the world's end. And for others, like our guest from Camelot, whom I'm sure you've seen, it's a symbol of power. Power once granted by King Arthur, and therefore by Camelot. And power that has been granted can be taken away.
Camelot wants to take your men here? Why?
Officially, they say they want to gather all the men here scattered across Avalon, set them around Camelot, and bring people there to ensure their safety. That is, if they can figure out how to restore the power of the menhirs.
And officially?
I don't think we know each other well enough to speak on unofficial terms.
If Camelot takes them in here, won't your people be lost?
I'm well aware. And now we're also facing an outbreak of the Red Death, which will no doubt influence Camelot's decision on whether to offer my people shelter. But with the men here reignited, the people of Quornoct will be even less willing to give up and go to Camelot. If anything, I expect rebellion to break out. And bloodshed is something neither we nor the capital want.
What would you prefer to happen?
I don't know, to be honest. It's not something I could admit publicly, but I feel both sides have a point. I understand the people who don't want to abandon their homeland, and I understand the knights, who must face a long-lost terror and find a solution to an impossible problem. Believe me, being a lord in times like these is a heavy burden.
What do you want from me?
I want you to speak with Dinho and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Camelot's forces stationed in Quornoct, and as you probably imagine, your presence here didn't exactly make his job easier. With the men here active again, everything could change.
You're searching for the Palmese shield.
Calamity shield, you say? An unusual request. That shield rests beneath the men here. And legend has it that it used to fuel its power for centuries. I don't mind if you look at it, touch it, whatever you need. Just don't take it.
It's a treasured relic, and the people of Kunart are quite attached to it. And you're probably just as attached to your head, which you'll lose if we catch you trying to steal the shield. If you need anything, speak to Ansem. He's the one who decides what's worth my time.
Great. Goblin. Bird in the sky. Big bird.
You lost or what? Oi, you there, Sleeping Beauty. I saw them carrying you into Yvain's mansion. You feeling better now?
Yes, thank you.
Good. Would have been a shame if something happened to the one who lit up the Menhir. No wonder they brought you straight here. Tell me, did you get to see our lord? Or just that snake of his, Anselm?
What's with all the questions?
Sorry, stranger. I meant no offense. Name's Morag. I'm the innkeeper around here, though, as you've probably seen, there's not much of an inn left to keep. Truth is, I was hoping that, with what happened at the Menhir and all, you might have Lord Yvain's ear. And maybe you'd be kind enough to whisper a thing or two into it on my behalf?
Why can't you talk to Yvain yourself?
Because he doesn't bother listening to us common folk, even when our livelihoods are at stake. If we're lucky, we get to air our grievances to Anselm, but wait for the Lord's decision is always his answer. How long can we wait? We're not some lazy nobles. We don't just get to put our lives on hold. We've got to eat, damn it. And unlike him, we have to work for our meals.
What do you need from Lord Yvain?
Camelot shut down my inn. Said it was because of the Red Death, but the Red Priests have been here for ages, and they never had a problem with my place. And last I checked, Yvain's still our lord, not one of those Camelocians. What gives them the right to meddle in our business?
I'll talk to Lord Yvain for you.
Thank you, stranger. All I want is a straight answer. The least he could do is make Camelot pay me some kind of compensation. Damn bastards come in here acting like they own all of Connacht. I'll wait here for you.
That's the Menhir.
I didn't mean to be a bother. I'm really sorry.
Here's some gold coins. Who are you?
The Lost One cannot hear you. She walks again the paths she forsook. wading through familiar darkness. Well met, my friend. Strange to see you beneath these noisy skies. I find I much prefer the quiet depths of the sea.
Lord of the Seas. Be honored by your presence. What is it you seek?
There is a place in the depths that calls you. A domain both mine and not mine. Lingering on the seabed for centuries. I have a certain fondness for it. I once helped it grow, yet from the beginning, it has been stagnant. Its beginning was your doing, Arthur. Now that you have returned, help it move at last.
Is that righting Arthur's wrongs is a duty I can't escape?
Quite so. Though it would do you good to show some respect for your king.
How do we... What is this place you speak of?
It calls itself the Sanctuary of Saras.
Oh, it's the DLC.
That is a name you should remember, my friend. After all, you would not be here without it.
How do we get there?
By descending into the coldest depths of the sea. How else? Do not fear. You will not drown. I will not permit it. But there, my part ends. What follows is yours to shape. I trust you will not keep me waiting too long, my friend.
I can't read all that backwards. DLC.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Jesus, that much. I'm turning off my Wi-Fi. Yeah, for another stream, dude, I'm right.
This is my shield, but there's no part of my soul inside. We need to look somewhere else. But I can feel the missing part. Close. Maybe it's the men here. Maybe it needs something from us.
Maybe. That's a big shield, though. Fuck. I know you are. You're fucking retarded. I'm allowed to say that. You're being stupid. And I'm also allowed to say it because I'm stupid. And I'm mentally retarded.
Some spare food, a coin?
I finished this game. I kind of dropped it. Yeah, I did that Necromancer quest last night before finding Galahad, I think. Bassman as well.
If nobody's working the anvil, then it means the forge is closed, and it will stay closed until Beor gets better.
What happened to Beor?
A woman happened. He was chasing after some girl he thought the world of. Almost ended up shuffling right off this mortal coil. One time he went to see her and didn't come back for 2 days. I looked for him all night. It was only in the morning that I found him. He was all the way on the outskirts of Kurnacht. Alive, but barely. Afterwards, he seemed to be getting better. Everything went back to normal. For a while, I could see that he was starting to struggle with swinging the hammer. Until one day,
not even
he
worth
just passed out completely. Now he just lies there, barely breathing. I have no idea how to help him. Nianti, Maggot, none of them know what's wrong with him either. I told him that it's no use chasing after
Design-wise,
a girl.
yes.
That she'll come to him if she wants to. Stupid kid. I feel bad for him.
It's basically a form for everyone. Instead of it just being a form for both just half-breeds of Saiyans and humans, which would have been just good canonically if it was just a form for half-breeds of Saiyans and humans. Because it's a Gohan form. It's a form Gohan achieved.
What do I care? Whatever happened there could have been her fault, so excuse me for not running to rescue her. I only know that she wasn't from here. Beor's wound wasn't caused by a mere boar. Oh no. Hell knows what happened there.
I don't know. You might want to look at that.
He didn't want to tell me what actually happened. But I know that youngsters in love used to visit this one cave with a spring. It was all hogwash, if you ask me. Maybe they went there and were attacked by weird beasts or something. I don't know. To be fair, I don't give a damn now, and I didn't then either. I only cared that Beor was alive.
Pursue Super Saiyan Blue anyway. If you're playing as a Saiyan, get all the forms. Because I technically have every form in Xenoverse 2. Even, I think I have the Namekian and the Kid Buu form. Golden Frieza. Not that harder. If you're using a walkthrough of how to get it, then it's not going to take you too long. Now, if you're also trying to get Super Saiyan God, then yeah, doing that's going to take a bit. Okay. Did you get Ultra Instinct already? You know, Goku's form. Xenoverse 3 is gonna be crazy when they add fucking alter ego Vegeta.
I will be your downfall. Back to your hovel, coward.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Fucking bitch. Oh shit. I'm gonna finish up this side quest and then I'll be on. I will tell you later on I'm going to dinner with my mom and grandmother. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, my beloved.
It's almost. Burger King is.
Come closer. Hug me. I want to feel the warmth of your body. Come closer. Hug me. I want to feel the warmth of your body.
The Fae! The Fae! Anyway, let's go get this heart back to Bior. What? What's going on? It's running. Oh my god. Oh, it's because of the cow, isn't it? It's because of the fucking cow. They all came out here because I attacked a cow. Oh my god. I think I have something I could help.
Really? Well, if this can put Beor back on his feet. Beor, your wound, it changed.
What? What happened? I don't remember much. There was a cave. And a girl? She touched me. I came back and dreamt. Then there's only darkness.
That girl stole your heart, literally.
That's right. And what did I always tell you about chasing after women, huh? She stole your heart, literally. You're lucky this one showed up. Otherwise, I never would have guessed you fell in love with a weird beast. Better take this to your grave if you don't want to become a laughingstock. You're so smart, and yet so stupid, eh? Well, get up now, whelp. Enough lazing about. You can take it easy today, but tomorrow you're back in the forge first thing in the morning. You've got a lot to catch up on.
I'm sorry.
And you, thank you. I'd thank the All-Mother for sending you at the last minute, but I don't want to owe her a thing. So, I'm thanking you. Finally, we can get back to work. I missed it. If you ever need a smith, you can come to me. All right, back to work.
about that. Now I'm gonna end off the stream for today. I'll be back tomorrow earlier because I accidentally woke up at the wrong time. I'll see y'all tomorrow.